Study time. How y'all doing tonight? The reason why I came on so late, well, I had a very busy day today, but also because this is a good time to tap into the subconscious mind because we all getting ready. Well, most of us on this side of the earth are getting ready to, retire for the night. So this is a good time to feed your subconscious mind with some positivity. This is a good time to break through mental limitations. So let's begin. Chapter 5, do what you love. If you have a talent and skill, you should spin off on your own and become captain of your own destiny. George Lucas, filmmaker and founder and chairman of Lucas Arts. So we're going to start off with some quotes. This chapter start off with some quotes. I would love to set up my own business, but I don't have the ability or finances. See all that negativity? My dream was to become an actor, but my parents laughed at the idea. I work for the government instead. My job bores me to tears, but there's so much unemployment and downsizing going on that I better not kid myself about finding a better one. I used to dream of being a lawyer, but it would take years. See all this negative self-talk. How you gonna succeed in life if you talking to yourself like this? But anyway, how often have we heard these words or variations on the same things? How often have you had similar thoughts? Out of every 10 people, how many can boast of really enjoying their jobs? Honestly, ask that question, honestly. How many can boast of really enjoying their jobs? Unfortunately, most people simply don't like what they do for a living. They are convinced that they are stuck in their drudgery, that they will never be able to change their situations. Fate, in other words, has permanently sentenced them to a life of mediocrity. So, I hope y'all listening. I hope y'all getting this. Remember, take notes. I'm just sitting here and look at my gorgeous face all day. If you dislike your job, consider the following. You could die without having done what you really want to do. Aren't you worth more than that? Take a typical day in the life of so many people. They work 8 hours at a job they don't particularly enjoy and then sleep 8 hours. This leaves them with 8 hours they typically use to recover and try to forget the frustrations heaped on them during the day. Their dissatisfaction affects their relationships with their spouses, children, and friends, and yet they continue believing they must. Most people unwillingly drag themselves to work on Monday morning and watch the clock until Friday afternoon, when they can finally throw off the shackles they had to endure for 5 long, painful days. They only really live for 2 out of 7 days, with Saturday generally spent winding down or getting life's necessities together, and Sunday already haunted by the gloomy specter of Monday morning blues. And they tolerate this year after year. This passive, fatalistic view of life can be changed. Nothing obliges you to keep working at a job you don't like. you can do something about it. An inspiring job exists to fulfill everyone's passion, and you could start it right now. Is life so poorly designed that it's meant to frustrate us constantly and deprive of us what we truly want? Life isn't that cruel. At least it doesn't have to be. It's your choice. Life gives us exactly what we expect. The belief that dreams are impossible to achieve prevents most people from getting what they want. Their experience certainly seems to support this belief. They get exactly what they expect from life: boredom, frustration, obstacles, and small incomes. People are what they believe themselves to be. No more, no less. Denying your personal inclinations and ambitions normally begin very early in life. Yet, to be happy and fulfilled, we have to be courageous enough to be ourselves, to discover what we want, and to go after it. We have to stop denying ourselves because of fear, doubt, or conformity to some normal behavior or way of life. It's a fallacy that we have to do unfulfilling things to earn a living. In fact, to be successful, you have to first do what you enjoy in life. This is the absolute principle. When your heart isn't in something, you experience a drastic slump in energy and motivation. You inevitably come up with mediocre results, or at least with a much poorer performance than you would if you loved what you were doing. It then follows that your boss, associates, clients, or customers can't be completely satisfied with what you have accomplished. As an unhappy employee, chances are slim that you will get promoted to a more interesting position or receive a substantial raise. As an unhappy business owner, chances are small that your business will flourish. Since you rarely work alone, your unhappiness can drag your colleagues down. The monetary rewards you get will reflect this. And with poor monetary compensation, your motivation and the quality of your work plummets. Another vicious cycle. Mark McCormack, author of What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School, makes this excellent point. That's a book reference, by the way. Boredom occurs when the learning curve flattens out. It can happen to anyone and at any level of the corporation. In fact, it occurs most often in successful people who need more challenge and stimulation than do others. If you are bored, it's your fault. You just aren't working hard enough at making your job interesting. It is also probably the reason you haven't been offered anything better. Find out what you love to do, and you will be successful at it. Do what you love. When we say empathically that you must love your job, we are in no way suggesting that an ideal job will be devoid of frustration, disappointment, and problems. Every successful person has faced periods of discouragement, frustration, and even self-doubt. Your dream job will not be heaven on earth every day. It's more like true love. The deep bonds that bring and keep two people together allow them to overcome the dilemmas and obstacles that appear along the way. Thomas Watson, founder of IBM, said it this way: make room in your heart for work and put some heart into your work. Successful people are ruled by passion in their hearts. They are romantics, whether in art or in the world of business. They are spurred into action by their love of their work and their desire to do new things, to take up new challenges, to face new risks. They carry their dreams in their hearts and they do everything they can to achieve them. Passion and power. In Work with Passion, Author Nancy Anderson defines passion. Passion is intense emotional excitement. It is a feeling that comes to those who feel intensely about some object, person, ideal, or belief. Human passions are released to create both good and evil. There are many examples in history that show the difference one passionate person can make. Every love story, every major change in history, social, economic, philosophical, and artistic, came about because of the participation of passionate individuals. We all have the capacity to feel intense emotional excitement. However, few of us act on our passions. We bury our passion because, among other reasons, we were ridiculed early in life because our enthusiasm was not backed up with expertise. As soon as you give yourself permission to feel whatever you feel, that power will resurface, surprising all who knew you when. Then you will take action on those feelings. Power is the ability to take action. As an adult, you know that your decisions are your choices. It is no longer necessary to do anything you hate. You can choose to do only what you truly love to do. That is power. That is passion in action. Here's a good question to ask yourself. If you won $10 million, would you stay in your present job? If your answer is yes, congratulations. If not, then creating a situation in which you would answer yes to that question could be a very important goal. Here are a few principles to move you toward this goal. The only way to be happy and successful is to do what you truly enjoy doing. There is an ideal job or career for each one of us, a service that we can provide that no one else can do in quite the same way. You can do whatever you like, provided you put the necessary energy and determination into it. You alone can shape your destiny and decide to do what you enjoy, regardless of obstacles. The greatest barrier to success is yourself. Dare to do what you love. Overcome your fear-based mental and emotional blocks, and you will succeed. William O'Brien of Hanover Insurance puts it this way in an interview with Peter Senge in The Fifth Discipline, another book reference. To seek personal fulfillment only outside of work and to ignore the significant portion of our lives that we spend working would be to limit our opportunities to be happy and complete human beings. I'm smiling because my son's right here sleeping. And you know the subconscious mind is very active as you sleep. So I'm smiling because I know they're getting all this right now. Become the best at what you do. In his autobiography, Henry Ford said, these people are these are millionaires. So this not just a book that somebody wrote because they felt like talking. The author of this book they are millionaires. So take advice. Henry Ford said, I determined absolutely that never would I join a company in which finance came before the work. For Ford, the only foundation of real business is service. Success is built on service. Successful service is built on one attitude, the attitude of doing the best we can, working to be the best in our field. Many successful people are motivated into action by the need to do things well and to accomplish something that will help other people. Making a profit is not the primary purpose. Yet, they usually make far more money than those who work primarily for profit. Steve Jobs, founder of Apple Computer, has said, we are doing this because we really care about the higher educational process, not because we want to make a buck. Same thing I'm doing right now. I'm doing this because I want to help people push past their mental limitations. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the money, it's about the service. Wealth is the reward we receive in exchange for services we render. If we give the best service, then we can expect a great reward. It is very powerful then to program our subconscious toward becoming the best in our field in a given period of time. As we give ourselves completely to our gift, our service, our gift gives back to us abundantly. You notice when it said in a given period of time, so you be patient and persistent. Most people start a business and they think their business is supposed to just start booming overnight because they got a beautiful logo and they, you know, no, it's a process. You know, when you plant a seed, it's a process for the tree to grow. You don't just plant a seed and wake up in the morning and you got an apple tree. You have to plant the seed, take care of the apple tree, nurture the seed, and then over time, as you nurture it and take care of it, it grows into a big apple tree. That little bitty tiny seed grows into a big apple tree that can feed many people. Become an expert in your chosen field. While you don't necessarily have to pursue years of formal education, it's invaluable to pursue all avenues to becoming an expert in your field. In the world today, when last month's computer system is already out of date, you have to keep up with change. One of the fundamentals of success is having in-depth knowledge or specialization in your work. A lack of knowledge is one of the major roadblocks to success. Start by considering the products or services you have to offer to the public before looking for profits. With a good product or service, money comes naturally. When you become the best in your field and focus on serving, the money will follow you. You don't have to chase the bag, the money gonna chase you. This is an ancient law that never fails. Be an original. Formal education is certainly not sufficient to guarantee success. We all know that. We know people who went to college for 35 years and something more is needed. A spark of originality or boldness, which schools often fail to teach and sometimes stifle altogether. All too often, schools level out the thinking process and suppress the creativity that allows you to see new possibilities and original solutions. Education and society in general too often nip personal aspirations in the bud. This insidious process begins early in life. Our fears of being different and our need to conform support the part of our subconscious programming that limits our dreams, ideas, and aspirations. We all naturally imitate those around us, especially when we are young. Unfortunately, the vast majority of people have imitated passionless jobs, financial struggle, and mediocrity. Mediocrity. A small inner voice nevertheless survives within each of us. Timid and worried, it whispers to us that our public images are false, that our genuine personalities are hidden and unexpressed. Frustration, sadness, and in some cases, a deep feeling inside are some of the burdens we heap upon ourselves when we deny who we are and what we have to offer. If we want to succeed, we have to be different. We have to fully be ourselves and not be afraid to assert our true personalities. We are unique individuals with a unique purpose in life. Each of us is an original. Make your desires into intentions and make them crystal clear. I don't have the faintest idea what I really want to do. Sound familiar? This is an all too common complaint. So many people are overwhelmed with confusion, and yet they never sit down and ask themselves the simplest questions. The kind of questions we ask throughout this book. The answers to these questions will dissolve their confusion in an instant. When people complain about not knowing what they want to do with their lives, it's obvious they have spent years stifling their aspirations and ignoring their inner selves. By conforming to other people's expectations and ways of life, they have forgotten who they are and have sowed the seeds of their confusion. Anyone who doesn't really know what he or she wants to do and doesn't establish clear-cut goals will find it hard to succeed. The opposite is also true. When we know perfectly well what we want to do in life, when our desire is crystal clear, the conditions enabling us to achieve it soon appear. How that rhyme? I might have to steal that and put that in one of my songs. Often, extremely precise desires are fulfilled almost immediately. A perfectly straightforward desire, devoid of hesitation, ambiguity, and contradiction, is very rare indeed. Vague, confused ambitions create a muddled subconscious. Since our aspirations are unclear, the results will be nebulous. A metamorphosis has to take place within. We have to form a clear picture of our ambitions and desires. We have to sculpt them to be clear and precise. Don't underestimate the importance of this inner change. Until we are sure what we won't get it. All successful people have unmistakable, clear ambitions and intentions. Their career choices were spawned by a deep sense of intuition that left no room for doubt. One of the most powerful keys to success, therefore, is knowing exactly what you want to be, do, and have. Deepak Chopra's words are worth repeating here. Inherent in every intention and desire is the mechanics for its fulfillment. And the 7 spiritual laws of success, another book reference. Chopra illuminates intention and desire in more detail and adds another very important element of true, lasting success: detachment. Intention lays the groundwork for the effortless, spontaneous, frictionless flow of pure potentiality seeking expression from the unmanifest to the manifest. Intention is the real power behind desire. Intent alone is very powerful because intent is desire without attachment to the outcome. Desire alone is weak because desire in most people is intention with attachment. Intention combined with detachment leads to life-centered present moment awareness. And when action is performed in present moment awareness, it is most effective. Your intent is for the future, but your attention is in the present. Then your intent for the future will manifest because the future is created in the present right now. Then accept the present and intend the future. Accept the present and intend the future. The future is something you can always create through detached intention. Turn your wishes into crystal clear desires. Turn your desires into intentions. Once you intend to do something, 90% of your perceived obstacles vanish, and you have the tools to overcome the remaining 10%. Such is the power of your intent. When you make an absolutely clear intention to do something, and yet you are not attached to the results, you have an infallible formula for success and fulfillment. Okay, summary and recommended action. To integrate passion and power in your work life and to become the best at what you do. 1. Think about your life as it is, then picture how you want it to be. If you are not doing what you like, make a list of all the reasons you can think of that support your belief that you can't do what truly excites and pleases you. Now go over the list point by point and think about each reason. Are these obstacles really valid? If you understand the principles in this book, you will understand that every obstacle can be overcome and turned into an opportunity. As Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. Number 2, ask yourself, if you had all the time and money in the world, what would you do? If you would still do what you are currently doing, then you are on the right track because you are passionate about what you do. If you would rather be doing something else, ask yourself, in what ways can I do the things I want now? How can I begin to live the life I want to live ideally? Number 3, become aware of your inner dialogue as often as you possibly can. Life gives you exactly what you expect. You write your own script in the drama of life with every word you think and say, so it's up to you to write a better script for yourself. Number 4, in a relaxed state, repeat the following affirmations or formulas for success to yourself. I am unique. I have something to offer. It is my right and duty to be myself. I am becoming successful. I invite success and prosperity into my life. I attract the people and situations that will help me offer my service. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Number 5, At night, ask your subconscious to help you discover how you can be a complete success, make all the money you want, and serve humanity and the earth. Fall asleep knowing that the answers already lies within you and that you have already obtained what you asked for. The formidable power of your subconscious will work continuously, night and day, as long as you have steered it in the right direction. Okay. Now, before I go, I just want to say a few things that I feel like can really help you. You create your reality with your thoughts, feelings, and imagination. So create greatness by thinking good thoughts, feeling good feelings, and imagining a happy, healthy, prosperous, loving life for yourself and others. Would you rather your mind attract negative or positive experiences? We literally create our own good or bad luck. Identify your mental blocks about money and success. Monitor your thoughts closely. Focus on the good you want. Visualize and feel what it's like to already have reached your goals. Do this repeatedly over and over again every day. Flipping a coin can help you contact your subconscious mind. Now, here goes some more affirmations. Cause some people get in their feelings when you don't pronounce words right. But it's okay, because I'm working on myself and I get better and better every day in every way. Every day in every way, I am getting better and better. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am loved. Look good, feel good, smell good. Think positive, speak positive, feel positive. At all times, no matter what is happening. Be still and know that I am God. Okay. Wealth is a state of mind. The mind is capable of anything. We are the creators of our own happiness or misery. Cultivate a positive inner attitude. No matter what we think, the subconscious, not outside circumstances, people, places, or things, are responsible for an individual's success or failure. We have to begin by being rich in mind before we can be rich in life. Successful in mind before we can be successful in life. Because why? Matter follows mind. I know y'all heard all this stuff before. Now we just breaking it down. It's just, we talking about the hows and whys instead of just saying it. This is how. This is why. This is why matter follows mind. This is how matter follows mind. Instead of just saying it, it's a way for you to understand it, to truly understand it. Words don't have to be true for the mind to accept them. So that's why when people say stay away from negative people, it's because the stuff that come out their mouth is go to your subconscious mind. And if you're not the type of person who know how to protect yourself from that, you're just getting bombarded with all negativity. Now, we are adults. So some of us know this stuff and some of us don't. And that's not for you to judge nobody, because we all come from traumatic families. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our parents didn't know stuff to teach us. So we here to learn now. We growing now. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad because you 50 years old and you just not learning this stuff. It's never too late to learn something new. Feel good that you learning something new. And don't let nobody make you feel bad because you just now starting a new journey in life. That's a great thing. There's nothing wrong with that. So, words don't have to be true for the mind to accept them. So be careful. And that's especially true for children because they like small. They don't know this stuff. So if you have kids, be careful what you say to them. Don't call them stupid. Don't call them bad. Don't call them dumb. Like, tell your children they smart. Tell them they great people. Tell them they can do whatever they want in life. Say nothing but positive things to them because it's going right here to the mind. Don't ever forget that. The secret, which really ain't no secret, it's just a secret because most people don't go searching for this stuff. But the secret is a well-guided subconscious mind. A new self-image produces a new goal, and a new goal results in a new life. You can always change your self-image. Yesterday you might have been this way, but today you can become a better person, a new person. You don't have to be the same person you was yesterday. You can always change. You can always become better. Affirmations should be brief, not too long, and always positive. Affirmations guarantee success. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But this is the end right here. If you want to, you can go back and watch it. That's it. So I'll be back again with the next chapter. I would say tomorrow, but I don't know. But I'll be back soon. So have a nice night. Peace and love. I'll see you again, my friends.